I made $1,637 last week doing simple work on people's cars. I'm gonna show you guys the exact steps that I took to do it and how you guys can do it too. And I have to take the trash out, so, oh, he's going pretty fast. You're keeping up. I have literally nothing to gain from this other than helping you guys out because I needed an extra few bucks and I know you guys could use it too. I'm gonna keep this video super low key, very vlog style. Lately, a lot of you guys have been saying that my videos have been looking super advertising and I kind of feel bad, so I wanna make good on it. We have literally nothing to profit from this video other than one brand deal because we still have to pay rent, but I wanna make it short and sweet because I wanna get back to the content that you guys love watching and the stuff that I love creating. Now I know what you're thinking. I have a ton of tools that I built up over the years. I have this really nice warehouse space to work out of. I have this 6-foot tall lift, but you don't need any of it. And I'm gonna prove that to you guys by showing you later. I do a simple repair with just a jack stands, and a basic tool set you could get at Harbor Freight. Most of you guys have your own tool set already that you're using. If you don't, I'll show you a basic set that I bought. To get back into the money making stuff, if you guys need cash for whatever reasons, a vacation, a kid's on the way, for me, I'm in a relationship, I have bills to pay for the business, whatever it might be, this is gonna seriously help you guys in any situation you could be in. I made 1,600 bucks in about a week, but if you guys have a basic skill set and some tools, you guys could make the same, if not more. If I keep this going, doing $1,600 a week, multiply that by 4, that is an extra, what is that, 1634. That could be an extra $6,400 a month, but I don't want to shoot too high, but you guys see the possibility. One way you can start making some side cash is upgrading people's vehicles and then charging them. Like these mats that we have here, 3W sent these out. They fit absolutely perfect thanks to their 3D technology, and they use an exclusive thorax material that keeps them fitting perfectly for a long time, and also make sure that they're odorless, which is nice so it doesn't stink up your car and make it smell all rubbery. And as you see, it's super clean underneath because of the laser technology. Make sure that these mats, again, fit perfectly in each vehicle that they're designed for. I'm gonna simulate some usage because these are brand new for his truck. You can take this thing off. I'll show you guys how easy it is to clean these rubber mats. As you can see, super dirty. Take it like this, shake the nonsense off, take some water or a hose, shake it off. Wow, look at that. Dry and clean. Throw it right back in. Flips right into the factory spot. Throw your floor mat down that it comes with, and it's all good to go. I'll show you guys the passenger floor mat, and this is the rear floor mat. These things fit like a glove. Nice. And because 3W was nice enough to sponsor this video and send these floor mats out for free, I'm only gonna charge my brother 500 bucks.
What did he say?
Charge my brother 500 bucks. You're welcome, Jared. Quick, easy cash in the bank. So I have all those tools like you guys saw in the shop, but in my trunk of my Honda, I have a very basic tool set that can get you started. Let me just show you guys all that is included real quick in that kit. If you want to start out with a kit like that, you can. That's only if you don't have your own tool set so far. Right after we show you the tools, I'll get into how I did it and how you guys can do it too. So in my trunk is a little die-hard kit. I believe this kit was like $150 and it pretty much comes with everything. This is my on-the-go kit that I keep in my trunk at all times, but you got 1/4 inch, you got 3/8, and you also have 1/2 inch drive. You have shallow sockets, deep sockets, you have extensions, you have Allen keys, a swivel socket, pretty much everything you need. And then these little, doohickeys, whatever you want to call them. You got Torx bits, you got hex bits, you got flathead. You even have inverted torque. No, what is that? That's like a security bit, but all kinds of stuff that you guys would need in here to pretty much get started on most basic repairs. I also have a scan tool and a battery jump pack in here just in case, but this tool set could pretty much be all you need if you guys want to get into some basic repairs. But let's go ahead and jump into the repairs that we did over the past week or so, how we got the jobs, what jobs we did, how much we charged, how much profit we made, and like I said, how you guys can start figuring out how to do the same thing. we finally arrived at the location, and now is the important segment where we get into the numbers, the nitty gritty, what you guys are waiting for. So let me show you what we did to make $1,630 something in about a week. Welcome to the fireside chat with the automotive vibe. Welcome to our fireside chat where I talk to you guys as a father. Welcome to the fireside chat where pretty much we just sat down. I haven't seen a video out like this, something that me and my girlfriend have been talking about, picking up some side work, take that money, put it into our savings account. So I wanted to be able to share this with you guys. It became an actual real source of side income. And I wanted to share this process with you guys because I love cars, I love business, and I love little money making tips. Why not share it with you guys along the way? And of course, just to be transparent, we needed a video out for this week. And I wanted to get something interesting, something beneficial for you guys. Like I said, I know a lot of you guys have been seeing some more advertising based content in my videos, and I'm trying to find that balance between making money and also making content that I just genuinely enjoy. Hopefully eventually we'll find that sweet spot, but those videos that you guys really love where we spend $1,000 to $1,500 on a subscriber's car, that's $1,500 right there. We're figuring it out. Let's jump into the eight jobs that I did over the last week or so. So let's break it down. First job was my buddy's Hyundai Elantra. What we did for that car, which I'll break it down for you guys. I documented mostly all these side gigs on my Instagram story for you guys to check out. Go follow the Instagram, same tag, simple builds. So along the way, we'll put up the vertical photos of some of the process that we did. We did pads and rotors. We did a headlight restoration, very quick one. And we did an overall health checkup. We did make sure that he brought in all of the supplies, the brakes, rotors, and the pads. Pads and rotors we did for $200. It was all four. Headlight restoration we did for $50. And a quick checkup we did for $50. So you guys will start to see what we charge for what. That's a baseline. I'll also show you a tip to be able to help you to price these jobs on your own. All in, I think it was a few hours worth of work, which you can break it down hourly however you want, but I'm just gonna go by the total. So on the Hyundai Elantra, we profited $300. Real quick, before we get into the rest of the repairs, let's talk about how we did go about pricing these repairs. You know, over the years of doing things, I have worked in an automotive shop before. I was trained in automotive vocational school. This was 7-8 years ago, maybe. So a lot of that experience is just hands-on doing it over the years. And a lot of you guys have similar experience. You can do brake jobs, you can do oil changes, you can do, wiper replacements, you can do detailing. You'll start to get an idea of all the things that we can do. But let's talk about the pricing. A pretty handy tool that a lot of you guys might be missing out on is, yes, AI, ChatGPT. I pay about $20 to ChatGPT every month, and that is probably the best $20 that I will ever spend. In my own personal life, in my business life, in my side gigs, whatever it might be, I use ChatGPT, I don't know, 50, maybe 100 times throughout maybe even the week. I use it a lot, pretty much every single day. So let's just say your friend reaches out to you, hey, can you help me out to do an oil change, a headlight restoration, and a rear paint job on this rear quarter that I need to be resprayed and possibly blended in, if you have those skills. Okay, let's type it into ChatGPT. We'll do it here. I'll do it real time. My friend wants me to do a rear brake job, pads and rotors, on his 2012 Honda Civic. Also, new wipers and a spot touch-up with a paint pen. What should I charge him? Click enter. If you guys don't know about ChatGPT, just get the free version. It is well good enough. Standard shop price, $200 to $300 plus. The friend's price, you could charge $120 to $160, assuming that you're doing it in a driveway or home garage, and then adjust if you're supplying parts. Wiper installation, $15 to $25. Friend's price, $10. Paint pen touch-up spot, $30 to $80 at a dealership. The friend's price, $10 to $20, not including the price of the paint pen. Suggested total at the low end, $140. High end closer to shop value, $190. And this is just a basic idea on how you guys can use this tool to just quickly and easily price it up. And then you could say, write me an invoice to send him. And then you can see right here, services provided. It breaks it down, payment due, whatever you want to do. You can just text them, make it easy. Hey, I take Zelle, I take cash, I take Apple Pay. So that is how we can use ChatGPT to get an idea on what you can price. Now let's move on to the next 7 jobs that I did. My friend hit me up for his Volkswagen GTI. I believe it was a 2016. What he wanted was a quick checkup. He wanted new wipers, and interior and exterior details since his car was sitting for a while, and he also had bought a new grill, but he didn't have the time or know-how to be able to swap it. So I said, bring it by, I'll get it all taken care of for you for that job as well. We found the rear bulb out. We did a quick inspection. We said, you know, hey, I found the bulb out. He's my close buddy, so I just bought the bulb. I threw it in for an extra 15 bucks. You know, I knew he'd be cool with it. Everything that I priced for him, I'll leave on the screen right here. The total came to $350, and expenses was $88 for the wipers and the bulbs. On that job, we profited $262, and that also took a few hours. For the quick checkup, let me show you guys exactly what I looked at. And if you don't have the experience, you can do a quick YouTube search or ChatGPT to help you figure out, you know, what's involved in the quick checkup that you can charge $50 for it. Here is the main rundown of the things that I check. A lot of these are basic things to check that you can either check by hand or just a visual inspection. You can check and make sure the tires are good. You can make sure the tie rods are good. Check the shocks, check the rear suspension, check for exhaust leaks, check the oil level, check the coolant level, check the wiper fluid level, check the brake fluid level, check the control arms, bushings, check the sway bars, check and make sure the battery is good, check if the wheels are torqued to spec. You can torque them down. Test drive it, you know, around the corner, make sure everything's good. You can even ask ChatGPT, what's a full, you know, write-up on a checklist that I can do to make sure that everything is up to shape. Up next, we did a Dodge Ram. That was going to a junkyard, removing a fender off of this truck that he had found. I swapped out the new fender with the old one. I painted his tailgate black because it was a silver tailgate. It was a quick, easy rattle can spray paint job because it's a work truck, so we didn't want anything special. And then I also picked up the truck and dropped it off at his house. So for that one, we had some paint left over in the shop. You guys might have some in your garage. If not, you can charge a little more. I charged 250 bucks for this, and we got it done in about a day, probably actual working hours, I don't know, maybe 5 hours. 250 bucks for a few hours worth of work. Not so bad. Another quick one we did, a quick oil change. I said, hey, you guys need an oil change? Bring your oil and filter. I'll do it for 50 bucks, no questions asked, in and out. My friend brought in her Subaru Outback. We did a quick oil change, 50 bucks, done deal. And now our fifth job that we did was my buddy's Dodge Durango. This thing is really sick. Shout out to you, Matt. Thanks for letting me work on your car. We did rear pads and rotors for this, and we also dropped off his car to him. So we did 200 bucks for the pads and rotors in the back. He brought the parts, and then we dropped it off for another 50 bucks. He did live a little bit farther. So all in, we made 250 bucks on this one, and that again was all profit. Another special thing about this job was something that I talked about earlier. We did this one on the ground. It helps to show that you guys can do this without a lift. I mean, this is how 90% of people do their work on their cars, is in the driveway. All we did for this one was take our jack and some jack stands. You buy it from Harbor Freight. You could also buy the quick jacks. You can get those for anywhere around like $750 to $1,200. Plugs in hydraulic, you slide them under the car, lifts the car up just like that. Make sure you always use jack stands. You do not need a lift. Yes, it's easier and it's faster, but that's just my scenario. You guys can use whatever situation you have and the resources around you to be able to get the job done. It separates people that figure out how to fix the situation. Don't make excuses. Get off the couch, go make some money, from the people that just talk about it or say that they're gonna do something and sit on the couch all day, and they end up with the same problems that they had in the past. Not make the excuses. We all have our on and off days, so this was definitely a good week for me. I hope to continue this process going down the line. I say it all the time, if you look for the excuses, you'll find them. So go do whatever you're gonna do, set your mind to a goal and achieve it. Those are the type of people that are gonna win no matter what. Quick pep talk over. The sixth job that we did was a Toyota Corolla. Another one, rear pads and rotors. Very quick, very easy, in and out. Charge 200 bucks for that, and that's all profit. Our seventh job that we did was a Honda Pilot. I reached out to one of my buddies. I said, you need any work done? He said, can we do a trans fluid flush and a diff fluid flush? And I said, no problem, let's get it done. I said, I can do it for 150 bucks, you bring the supply. And then he also wanted it picked up from his house and also dropped off. So we charge for that as well. Even though these are friends, you gotta make sure that you make what you need to make, whatever makes sense for the both of you. They're gonna wanna support you, and you're helping them to save a ton of money so they don't have to take their car to a dealership or some other auto mechanic. It is a win-win scenario. All in, we charged 75 each for the trans fluid flush and a diff fluid flush. Interior detail was 50 bucks. And then the pickup and drop off for 75 bucks. That came to a total of $275 for all that work. It was in and out within a couple hours. Bing, bang, boom, money in the bank. Something that I wanted to add about this job. The interior detail was not agreed on when we picked it up. I called him up and I said, hey, I'm doing the work on your car. I know you got a kid. The car is a little dirty on the inside. I can clean it up for you, do an interior detail if you'd like. He said, no, probably not interested. And I was like, we can do it pretty cheap, 50 bucks. I was very transparent. It's not gonna be a crazy detail, but it's gonna be a good, quick vacuum, clean up all the debris, make your car look good, smell good. And he said, you know what, let's do it. Another thing that I realized on his car was the rear brakes were on their way out. They had a small amount of pad left on the rear brakes. So I said, I also noticed your rear brakes need to be done sometime soon. Whenever you feel comfortable, let me know and I'll do it for 150 to 200 bucks. So try your best to be able to upsell without feeling like a dealership where they just tack on things that don't need to be done. If you genuinely inspect the car, especially if they pay you for a $50 full inspection, if it's a job that you're comfortable with taking on, ask them about it, and that can make a difference from a few $100s in a month to $1,000 or more. The last job we did was a quick and easy and fun job for another one of my friends. It was a Hyundai Kona. He hit me up, he said, hey, I need help with an ignition coil. So the car's at the Hyundai dealership right now, and I said, send me the address and let me know what it needs. I'll help you out. He sent the address, talked to the dealership, and I said, no problem, I'll be over there in a minute. I went to the auto store. Those ignition coils go from around anywhere to $100 to $150. So I picked it up, drove to the shop, then found out that they wanted to quote him almost $600 to swap that ignition coil out. So I said, I can do it for around 250 bucks. I drive to the dealership, take it out, put the new one in. It's a quick and easy one. I was able to help my friend out, save a few $100s. I was able to make a couple bucks, and that is one of the best things about this. He knew that I did work on his car in the past, the same owner of the Volkswagen. Just like that, we made another $100, and that goes to show the snowball that starts to take place when people start knowing what you're doing, how much you're charging, and if you're doing a good job at what you're doing. That being said, that ends our fireside chat. I hope you enjoyed. I put up the total on the screen right here. I believe it should be $1,637 in profit in about a week or so. That is a massive come up, and I'm nothing special. These are simple jobs that I'm just talking to my friends about doing. So that being said, let's talk about now how we can get people lined up to be able to pay you for working on their car with these simple repairs. This is a text that I sent out to a few of my friends. I said, hey broski, hey dude, hey man, hey brochacho, whatever you want to call it. I'm looking for some side cash right now. If you guys have any maintenance items that you needed to take care of or small repairs that you guys need done in your cars, let me know, with a cute little smiley face. And I sent it out to a lot of my family and friends. You could even blast this out to your whole contact list, depending on how confident you are. But everyone kind of knows that I work on cars. So if they don't know, you could even preface that like, hey, you know, I've been gaining some more skills on working on cars. I'm doing simple repairs to get started. It can help you out, save some money, and it can also put some money in my pocket. Word it however you want. Use that feature in ChatGPT. That can help you draft up a text as well. Another thing that you guys could utilize is Facebook groups, something I didn't do, but if you need some more people, everyone's on Facebook. Jump onto those Facebook groups, put a post up there, that'll get you some income as well. And the last tip that you guys can do to get some customers is using what everyone has, their personal billboard, which is their Instagram, either your Instagram post or your Instagram stories. I made this story just like this the other day, and I got a good amount of inquiries from it. You guys can post something like this up on your story, get all your friends and family interested, and hopefully you can generate some side work. So hopefully this was beneficial to you guys. Just some tips and tricks that I've learned in doing this for myself personally. If you found any tips beneficial or want to share anything that you think I should add, drop it down below in the comments. Drop a like, subscribe for more content like this, and if you liked it, let me know so I can make more. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one.